So this African woman made a post talking about, yeah, African Americans scare me because most of them really think that they American and they don't think they African or know that their ancestors were abducted from Africa, yada yada yada, so and so and so, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and respond to this because honestly, when I see stuff like this, I just be confused because what do y'all be talking about, bro? Let's talk about real life for a second because it is painfully obvious that a lot of you get your talking points about other groups of people from the internet. And I just clocked my own tea because I had to realize I do that to other groups of people my damn self, right? So let's talk about real life. I'm a Black American in real life, okay? And I've been a Black American in real life in many different places. I've been a Black American in Detroit. I've been a Black American in Atlanta. I've been a Black American in Chicago. I've been a Black American in Miami. I've been a Black American in different countries. I've been a Black American in many different places. And let me tell you something. I have never come across a Black American who did not know that transatlantic slavery occurred. That has never happened. Now, I will sit here and I will tell you the truth. There are Black Americans who say ignorant things about Africans, the same way there's plenty of Africans who say ignorant things about Black Americans, right? So I'm not about to sit here and say that no Black American has ever said anything ignorant about Africa, right? But still, even those Black Americans understand that their ancestors were abducted from Africa. Like, that actually recently happened, right? I told y'all I coach chess sometime, okay? And sometimes I'll bring the kids snacks and stuff. So I brought some snacks for the kids one day, and this one boy, he always hungry, right? I'm like, boy, you always hungry for real. And he was like, I am like the African kid, something, right? And I was like, you know your ancestors came from Africa, right? And he was like, yeah, you right, so and so. So even somebody who says something ignorant about Africans understands that their ancestors came from Africa, right? I'm not even joking. I've never come across a Black American in real life who did not know that their ancestors were abducted from Africa. I've never come across that in real life, right? And I think you all need to realize something. You need to realize that we are direct descendants of transatlantic slavery. Like, I can talk to my dad and he can tell me about how, like, not his grandparents, but like his great grandparents were enslaved. Literally, right? Like we are not that far removed from slavery. So it's really kind of impossible for us to not know about slavery, right? On the other hand, Africans are not direct descendants of these things for the most part, because somebody's about to come comment like, well, Liberia, Black Americans went back there and founded it, so and so and so. You understand exactly what I'm saying. The average African is not descended from people who were enslaved via transatlantic slavery, right? So they don't have that direct understanding that a lot of us have. So if you all don't learn it in school, you're not going to learn it, period, right? Now, on the internet, this is a different case. On the internet, you will come across a lot of Black Americans or fake pages pretending to be us. I don't even know, right? A lot who claim that we were already here and we the original Blackfoot Indians and all of this stuff, right? You'll come across a lot of that. In fact, on the internet, I would say honestly, like, yeah, most of the Black Americans on the internet, or again, fake pages pretending to be Black American, the majority are on that wavelength, right? This is not the same in real life. The average Black American in real life is not like that. That is not true. That is not a real reflection of what's going on in the real world, right? In real life, Black Americans make fun of people like that. And those people are a vast minority. Like, I don't even come across people like that in real life for real. Like, it doesn't happen. I think I may have come across them one time. They was doing some get together on the Riverwalk or something. I don't know. And like, that was like one time where you see like some crazy cult talk about whatever. And you just walk past like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? That's not like real life for real. This is how I know that y'all talking points and all of y'all perceptions about Black Americans come from the internet, because this is not how real life works. This is not how Black Americans are in real life. There's no way you actually know Black Americans in real life. And this is the take that you came up with. And now, like I said, I have to sit here and hold myself accountable, because a lot of the takes that I come up with are based on the internet as well. So for me to sit here and say, this don't make no damn sense. Clearly you talking some boo-boo talk because you've never actually met a Black American in real life. Clearly you based all this off of the internet, right? I cannot even sit here and say that without holding myself accountable for doing the exact same thing, for real. I was surprised when I went to Guyana. And for those of y'all who don't know, Guyana is in South America, but they identify as Caribbean. My best friend told me it's because they were colonized by the British instead of the Spaniards, like other places in South America, right? But anyway, I went to Guyana and they were having a conversation. Mind you, these were some black Guyanese people, right? They were having a conversation about how racist white people are and stuff, right? And I was like, they sound a lot like black Americans, right? But this is the thing. When you on the internet, that's not how Caribbeans sound. Caribbeans on the internet be saying dumb shit like, yeah, I identify more with a white immigrant than a black American, right? So you'll see some stupid shit like that, and you'll make a take based off of that, like, oh, yeah, Caribbeans are this, that, they love white people, so and so and so, right? But then when you go to the Caribbean in real life, those Caribbeans there actually sound a lot like black Americans. Like, they're well aware of the fact that white people are horrific and oppressing them and this, that, so and so and so, right? They don't sound nothing like them accounts on the internet that are Caribbean saying, whatever, right? Now, mind you, I did not initiate this conversation in Guyana. I forget how this conversation even got started, right? But they initiated it. They was like, yeah, I don't know what we was talking. Maybe they was talking about George Floyd or something. I don't know, right? I don't know why this conversation got started. But they were like, yeah, white people are so racist and blah, blah, blah. And they hate black people and so and so and so, yada, yada, yada. They sounded exactly like black Americans, no lie. And you would not expect that based off of the dumb shit that you see these comments on the internet saying, right? And it's just another example how these accounts on the internet are not a reflection of these actual groups in real fucking life. Watching this African woman post this, there's just no way that you met black Americans in real life and this is the take that you came up with. There's absolutely no way, because this is just not how black Americans think, right? Now, I will say this. She made a comment talking about they really think they're Americans. We is. The fuck? It's crazy because you wouldn't say, oh, they really think they're Jamaicans to Jamaican people. You wouldn't say, oh, they really think they're Trinidadians to Trinidadian people. No, you absolutely understand that they are Jamaicans. They are Trinidadians, right? Y'all only play that with black Americans, okay? And it's crazy because black Americans became American at the same time that black Trinidadians became Trinidadian, at the same time that black Jamaicans became black Jamaicans, at the same time that black Haitians became black Haitians, right? But you all pretend to understand how a black Haitian can call themselves Haitian and you won't question that, but a black American call themselves American and you question that. Now, it'll be one thing, of course, if she was talking about those black Americans who be like, oh yeah, we're the original Blackfoot Indians, yeah, yada, yada. Like, that's one thing. But no, y'all do this to all black Americans. Like, even black Americans who are not like that and are just like, yeah, I'm American. Y'all be like, well, where your parents from? Where they parents from? Where they parents from? Where they parents from? Yada, yada, yada. But you don't do that with Caribbeans. When a Caribbean person says, oh, I'm Jamaican, you just stop. You don't say, well, where are your parents from? Where they parents from? Where they parents from? Until, like, they're like, well, I've been here for 400 years, so what are you talking about, right? Y'all only do that to Americans. Y'all only do that to Americans. And that's something that you have to work on within yourself and wonder why you're doing that. Because something I've said before, a lot of times the way people treat you has nothing to do with you. It's simply a reflection of something that they're going through, right? So when people do stuff like that to Americans, you have to wonder why. You have to wonder why, because it ain't got nothing to do with us.